So hello everyone and welcome to Dr. Rajesh Biogenesis. So how are you all doing? Good. And from which colleges have you come? All are from the local universities or anyone from outside state? AP or Telangana? AP. Anyone from Maharashtra or any other state? Yet to come. Okay, they'll slowly join you. But anyway, let me introduce myself. I am Dr. Shashikant. I'll be teaching inorganic chemistry. So you are aware of CSAR? Almost everyone is aware of CSAR. How many of you have completed your masters? Right, good number. Yeah, good number of students have completed masters and very few who are ongoing. So for CSAR purpose, and you have also come for GATE, because you can write GATE as well as CSAR. This batch advantage is that from June it will be beginning. In the December you will be writing in the December, or it could be January, you will be writing your CSAR exam. And in the month of February you can also write GATE exam. Okay, that is the advantage that this batch has. So the next point is, there is a change of syllabus. There is a change of syllabus. Proposal has been already put, and any time they can change the syllabus and also the pattern of the examination. Okay, this time the pattern of the examination is also going to change. And whenever it comes to the syllabus change, you might have seen this change of syllabus. There is a little change of syllabus, not a very high change. So here we are just putting up. This is from the CSR website. So what is the existing syllabus and what is the proposed syllabus? Proposed syllabus for the December 2026. And whoever student who is going to write the exam for the June, they thought that the syllabus will be changing for their batch also. But fortunately, it did not change, and it will not. Because once they have put a proposal, it will take some time. And also, the main change that they are going to do in the pattern of examination is, till this point it has been MCQs only. Okay, in the beginning, how many of you know that CSR was also having theoretical exam? Theoretical. There used to be two papers. Paper 1 was completely objective. Paper 2 was completely theoretical. So once you qualify paper 1, only then they would use to correct the paper 2. And paper 2 was purely theoretical paper. So you have to combinedly qualify, and there was no rank at that time. Simply eligibility, whether you have eligible or not, whether you are eligible or not. And according to your rank, they will not give you any rank, but according to your position, they used to put them under CSIR or UGC or under NET. So the top students will be in CSIR. There used to be no rank. Later students used to be under UGC, and the final students will be under NET. For NET students, there was a good research opportunity at that time. But now the things have become tougher. Tougher in the sense, suppose with NET you go to a research institute, maybe the local research institute, you go to IICT, and you ask any scientist that I am interested to do my PhD. Then 90% of the times you will not be allowed to do PhD with NET, because previously they used to accept, but now rules have been changed. They will be taking only if you have qualified CSIR or GATE. With NET, suppose if they have any fellowship or if they have a good project, then in that project they can take you. But the thing is, once you qualify with NET, once you complete your JRF, to convert into SRF, you have to go to New Delhi, where there will be an interview. Interview will be very tough, and you have to pass that interview. Only then they will be making you into SRF. They will be promoting you into SRF. But suppose if you have qualified CSIR, promotion of JRF, Junior Research Fellow, into Senior Research Fellow is very easy. Just there will be a formal interview, and through that formal interview you will be converted from a JRF into SRF. So there is no problem at all. Okay, for that reason everyone will be eyeing at CSIR or UGC. Even if you get a lesser rank, then UGC will be funding you, but you will be called as a Junior Research Fellow, CSIR JRF or UGC JRF. So CSIR will be funding or UGC will be funding. Okay, and what is the stipend presently? Okay, how many of you have tried for industry? how many of those who have completed your masters, how many of you have attended interviews at some pharmaceutical company? You have attended? So what was the pay that they were offering you? 18 to 20. After cuttings, you will be getting anywhere around 16 or 15. Okay, so that is a good pay. 20,000 is a good pay, because most of the pharmaceutical companies are offering 15,000 as the starting pay. 15,000 as the starting pay. And for years together, you have to do table work only. For years together, you have to do table work. It could be even 15 years or it could be 20 years also, because you will be at your master's stage only. What is your highest qualification means? It is master's. So since you are only a master, even for 20 or your lifelong period will be through the table work only. You have to do table work. But what is the advantage of completing PhD? Those advantages you should know. Today I am not going to take any new unit. Okay, just awareness that I wanted to create. So from what knowledge that I am creating this awareness, you should be knowing it. I have got 24 years of experience in the chemistry field. I completed my masters from Usmania University. I was the gold medalist also. Later I worked in an industry and also parallelly I used to teach. Then I qualified CSIR. In 2006 I qualified CSIR. At that time the pattern was what I told you previously, objective and theoretical. So I qualified in 2006 and joined IICT. I completed my PhD from IICT in the year 2012. But I used to continue my teaching. In the evenings I used to continue my teaching. So in IICT my subject was organic chemistry. I am from inorganic chemistry, but my subject was organic chemistry. So why did I choose organic chemistry? Because that was a hot topic then. In 2000s, it is like if you have done organic chemistry, immediately from PhD, immediately you will be absorbed into a pharmaceutical company and salaries would be very high. So the same I thought, even our professors or our seniors used to say, even if you have completed your masters from inorganic or physical, simply go and join in organic, not inorganic, in organic field, because that will fetch you more wider field. Once you go out, immediately you will be absorbed. And when I joined PhD in 2006-07, after 2 to 3 years there was a little decline in the organic chemistry, little decline. So people started going into diversified fields, not pure organic chemistry, but organic chemistry with bio, or organic chemistry with polymers or nano. So everything was correlated. So it is not pure organic chemistry that was fetching more jobs, but organic chemistry with something else. But anyway, I thought I was always interested in the teaching field. I used to work in an industry, still I was teaching in the evening. I used to do my research. In the evenings I used to teach for CSR and for MSc entrances. So I thought anyway I'll be going into the teaching field, but research out of my passion and interest, I thought I'll be doing it. And once I completed my PhD, every senior used to go to postdoctoral, so that will give you more exposure, because you are doing PhD within the country. So you will get exposure towards IITs, because you can visit for any symposium. If there is a national or international symposium conducted at CSIR or any IIT, you can go there, you can exchange words with other research scholars, you can have some oral presentations, poster presentations, so there will be a larger exposure. But this larger exposure is restricted to our country only. There will be a few university students who will be coming from foreign also. In some international symposiums, you can also interact with them. Some guides will be coming, you can interact with them. And if guide is liking, or if they like your presentation, oral or poster presentation, they will offer you. They'll say, okay, once you complete your PhD, then I'm having some postdoctoral fellowships, you can come and join our research institute. You can join our group. So they'll be offering you. That depends on what type of research are you carrying out and how well are you presenting. Okay, this is very, very important, because most of the chemistry students that I have seen, I used to teach for masters also. Once I completed my PhD, later I used to teach for masters also. Evening will be like IIT, JEE and CSIR masters. but in the mornings I used to teach in Koti Women's College. I taught in Nizam's College as part-timer, in Narsapur PG College, and other colleges also like Annie Besant, Srivani. So I used to mostly go as a guest lecturer, and I used to teach a few topics. So I've seen many masters. I've seen students who were completing their masters, who have done their masters. So what is the knowledge that they are having? All these things I have an idea. So I used to read the pulse of a student also. Along with this, whatever knowledge that I have gathered, I used to share with the next batches also. But now slowly you can see the interest in the science field is declining. Just 10 years ago and now, what is the difference? You might be knowing it. In 2012 also, in Usmania University, there was a time where students used to compete for a chemistry seat. They were ready to pay 3 lakhs for a management seat. But how many are joining 3 lakhs? How many are joining a management seat for 3 lakhs now? No, the regular seats are enough. Whatever regular seats are there, that are enough. Because the science is slowly declining. The interest has been declined. But now, after COVID, slowly the last 2 to 3 years, again it is slowly inclining. Slowly it is increasing. One reason is increase of stipends. Stipends have been increased a lot. So in the beginning I was asking how much salary they were ready to offer. It was 20,000, means I said it is a decent pay, because they used to start from 15,000s. But now if you are going to do your research after completing your CSR pattern examination, once you qualify it, and if you are joining for a JRF, the stipend that you are going to get is 37,000 for JRF and 42,000 for SRF. So it is 37,000 plus HRA. HRA would be 30% in the main cities, and if it is a remote area, it will be 15%. So 30% HRA, that itself will become about 10,000. 37,000, is 9, so it is anywhere around 50,000 round figure. So 45 to 50,000 is the pay that you are going to get as a JRF for 2 years. The next 3 years SRF 55 to 60,000. So who is going to give us 40 to 50,000 just after completion of MSc? No industry would give, until and unless it is a very high risky company. There are a few companies which will be offering for pesticides or some other harsh chemicals in Goa or some other places. If you are going there, they will be offering 30 to 35,000. But even one student will not work for 3 or 4 years, because their health, it is spoiling. So again they come out. They go to academics or some other field. But here you can carry out your research with a very decent stipend, and along with the stipend they will also offer you 20,000 contingency amount. Contingency amount means that 20,000 is for you. You want to buy a calculator, you want to buy some papers, or you want to buy some stationery, that 20,000 will be given to you. Okay, this is the stipend. What I have told is for regular fellowships. Suppose if you qualify SPM, Shyama Prasad Mukherjee fellowships, then the stipends are still higher. The contingency amount will be still higher. So all this awareness, most of the students are not having. Most of the students. Some of you are having, and some of you are here just because of that. But most of the students do not have this orientation. What I can do after research field, or what I can do after qualifying my JRF, this is not having in their minds. Or even the teachers are not inducing into their minds. Simply complete your masters and then go out, join an industry. Go for your future. But that is not so. Okay. So we have many other things to say, but just here let me show you the syllabus. Previous syllabus you might have seen. It used to always start from chemical periodicity. So periodic table it used to begin from. Now they have changed it to atomic structure. Just some shuffling they have done. Not much change in syllabus. Shuffling they have done. Okay. So anyway, with respect to the proposed syllabus for the upcoming December 2026, atomic structure, physical chemistry topic I will not be teaching. Chemical bonding I will be taking. Periodic table, that is a basic unit. I will be starting from the chemical periodicity. Then I will be going for chemical bonding. So in chemical bonding you have to go through valence bond theory, molecular orbital theory for homo and heterodiatomic molecules. All these things you have to discuss in chemical bonding itself. What are the different types of bonds and so on. Nomenclature, this is related to organic chemistry. Group theory and spectroscopy, term symbols, molecular spectroscopy. In this again we part it. And in this part, some part will be taught by physical chemistry, the other part will be taught by me. It will be group theory and what do you call symmetry. So I will be teaching symmetry as well as group theory. These two things will be done by me. And symmetry and group theory, that unit itself can fetch you a maximum of 16 marks, because we have to consider the last 15 to 20 years of CSIR question papers. So based on that we will be analyzing. So in one of the CSIR question papers, the maximum mark they have given only from symmetry and group theory unit is 16. And if I take one other CSIR exam paper, bioinorganic chemistry, I am telling all these things for inorganic. Organic sir will be saying, physical sir will be saying, but for inorganic I am saying, only for bioinorganic chemistry the maximum mark was 16. And organometallic chemistry the maximum mark was 36. When I say organometallic chemistry and metal clusters combined together, both combined together. So you got a maximum of 36 marks. It means there are some units on which if you can concentrate, you can very easily score anywhere around 50 to 60 marks only from inorganic chemistry. I am saying only from inorganic chemistry. So if you can score 50 to 60 only from inorganic, organic say about 50 to 60, there itself you have qualified your JRF 120 plus. And then physical chemistry is always there. So there if you feel tougher, then maybe 40. You can put anywhere around 40. So now you are reaching 150. Anyway, what is the highest mark? When I say 150, 200. So CSR will be for 200. Part A, Part B, Part C. Part A, how many questions? 15 questions. Part B, 35 into 2, 70 marks. Part C, 15 into 2, 35 into 2, 70 plus 30, 100 marks. Part C is the main concentrating area, where you will be getting 25 questions, and each question will carry 4 marks. There will be a negative marking of 1/4. So if you are putting it wrongly, you will be losing 1/4 of the mark. 1 mark you will be losing. Okay. So all this is the regular pattern. But what is the new pattern that was proposed? Now you are having MCQs. Okay. Till this point you were having only MCQs. But from the next CSIR, you will be having MSQs also. So they did not mention how many MSQs will be there. That pattern has to be given, but MSQs will also be there. What is MSQ? Multiple select questions. So you might have seen IIT JEE papers. In JEE papers, usually, suppose if they have given some ABC option, okay, they have given a question. For the question they have given ABC option, then your options will be there. First option AB, second option B and C, third option all, fourth option none. So now they are going to give multiple select questions, and even in that multiple select questions, how are they going to offer the marks they did not give? Suppose I am just telling you, the pattern will be like this. In IIT JEE, how it will be like? Suppose there are 3 or 4 options. Okay, A, B, C, D they have given. Later they have given the options. So how many options, I mean in the answer, how many options are coming? A, B, C are coming. A, B, C are the correct statements. So there is some option A, B and C, you have kept it. You got all the marks. Or maybe you have put A and B only, C you forgot. You will get part of the mark. It is not like completely wrong. You can get part of the mark. Or you have kept only A, B, C you forgot. I mean you did not put. You can get part of the mark. But how the pattern is going to be for CSIR, it is still unknown. Either are they giving full mark or none. Full or none, we don't know. So if you put the right option, full marks. Wrong option, no mark. Whether they go by that pattern or part of the marks will they give, we don't know. So it is like a dilemma, right? And why is this batch going to be much more important for you is MSQs have been introduced. You don't know how the paper pattern would be, and most importantly you need concept. Till this point most of the students they were preparing for the examination point of view, and for all these years, for these 25 years, very recently we have completed 25 years of excellence also from Biogenesis. So for all these years we were teaching concept mainly. Along with the concept we also used to teach for examination point of view, but our main research, our main concentrated area was the content that we are going to give. Many students come to us so that they can learn subject, and most of the students who learn subject here, they immediately go and attend some interviews at what do you call Akash or FITZI anyway it is now closing. So Akash or Chaitanya, Narayana, many of our students are there just because they get the content, and whatever questions the student asks, immediately they are able to answer. So from junior lecturer immediately they become the senior lecturers also. So most of the students are there. Or the other students, they are in the research field, some students are in the industrial field. You go to Central University or any other university, definitely you will find a biogenesician, definitely, that is for sure. Okay, so MSQs, how it is going to be, we don't know. Then how should you fight, how should you get a good rank? Then you should have a content. Without content, just looking by the option, you can't put it right. Only if you know the concept, then you can correlate all the, okay, A plus B is right or A, B, C are right. You can know all those things only when you have the concept. Otherwise, without concept, just for examination point of view, if you prepare, it will not do from this batch. So for the last batch I said, you are the luckiest people, because up till your batch, with options you can still go. Maybe a small guess, that is fine, but now guessing will not work. You can't guess for, okay, maybe it is A, B, C or A, B or A, which one could be the option. It is very, very difficult. So guessing is very difficult now. So for MSQs you have to concentrate a lot. Okay, and it should be from both side. Both side means we will be teaching, you will be listening to it, and coordinatively we have to move. Otherwise this is not going to work. Okay, and most of you are now coming offline. Offline will always have an advantage, online will also have an advantage. You can sit at home and work out, but there is a little problem for online students. What is that little problem? Orientation. You should be highly oriented, otherwise 4 to 5 hours daily, on an average 4 to 5 hours on a mobile or in a tab watching the videos is very difficult. So high level of concentration is required, and also orientation is highly required. Because very often, okay, today I did not attend the class, Sunday is coming, so this Sunday I will be listening to 1, 2 and 3 classes together, but 1, 2, 3 will become 12 hours. Can you listen to 12 hours? That is a difficulty. So online students should be much more careful than offline students. For offline students there is a regular orientation, every day you are coming, you are looking at other student, and there is a competitive spirit which is generated. So for online student, they are sitting at home and preparing, so they have to be self motivated, they have to be self motivated. But for you there is another motivation also, there is another student or my friend who is also coming along with me, now I am motivated, so that advantage you have. Okay, right. Anyway, so once you have completed your PhD, then what will you be doing? What is your opinion after completing your PhD? What do you want to do? You want to research? Okay, even after PhD you still want to continue your research. Your opinion after PhD? For academics. Okay, you still have some time. Okay, postdoc. Anyone from last? Assistant professor. Okay, so why only assistant, not associate? Experience. So if you go for a postdoctoral, then you gain some experience, right? because the competition is increasing. As the competition is increasing, now they have put an additional what do you call eligibility. It is not like an eligibility, but additional qualification is if you are doing a postdoctoral, then there is a competition between you and me. Both of us have went for a interview. So I have completed my PhD, you have completed your postdoctoral also. Both of us have done good at interview. Then they'll select him. The simple reason he got a postdoctoral. Both of us got same marks, but he has done postdoctoral, he will be selected. Or both of us have done our postdoctoral. I have completed it from our country, India. He has completed it from foreign country. So both got same marks. Both have got postdoctoral. He will be selected because it is a foreign postdoctoral. They'll give you preferences. Indian postdoctoral, foreign postdoctoral. More preference will be given to foreign postdoctoral. Right? In 2012, Usmania University assistant professor notification, even I went. Because I was a gold medalist, academic gold medalist, everything was there. They used to give 10 marks additionally. Just if you have gold medal, 10 additional marks. So everything put up, I can get a assistant professor seat. I thought, I went. Interviews were held. Everything went on nicely. I was from Usmania University main campus also. There will be an edge always if you are from a main campus. So everything went well. But finally, at the time of appointment orders, so registrar and all of them were there. They were giving the appointment orders. I did not get. Later I went and asked the head of the department, sir, what happened? Why was I not selected? Then the reason he said is, we have discussed about you. You should have been selected. But the only negative that you had is, you have submitted your thesis, but award was not there. It was not awarded. When I applied for that post, I only submitted my thesis, but by the time I did not get the award. At the time of interview, even if you have award, it is irrelevant. At the time of application, what you have, that is more important. So I lost that position in 2012. So important is every minute or every hour or every day. And I'll just tell you one more thing. That day, when appointment orders were being given, one of these candidates did not turn out. Because the appointments on Saturday they started giving, and night they started giving. Because in the morning, if they give regular days, if there is any problem, immediately they'll go to court and it will be stopped. So usually they start in the Saturdays and nights, so that nobody can go to court immediately. So night 9 o'clock it started. We stayed for chemistry, we stayed up to 1 o'clock. So 1 and 2 o'clock, immediately whoever got the appointments, they should go and report to the principal. At what time? Night 2 o'clock, night 3 o'clock. So some did not turn up. Why so night? I will go in the morning, or there is a good time at 9 o'clock, I will go at 9 o'clock and report. Those who have reported, they are always seniors. I reported at 3 o'clock. You reported, you came late, you reported at 9 o'clock in the morning. I am the senior. I am 40 years, you are 50 years. I am the senior. Because I reported early. So head of the department, there is a choice. I am the senior. You have 10 years of experience, irrelevant. But I am appointed early. I am the senior. Dean, I am the senior. BOS, Board of Studies, Chairperson, I am the senior. Vice Chancellor, I am the senior. So that 1 hour can bring up such a change. Just that 1 hour or 1 minute can also bring up a change. Why am I sharing all these experiences is, this is your first day. You should have an awareness. Regular things everyone will say. But out of this, all of these are my personal experiences. I have experienced it. So I am sharing with you. 1 hour is so important. Then how should you concentrate for these 6 months? Or these 8 months for GATE? How should you concentrate? Now that totally is depending on you. Some will take lightly, saying that, okay, these 6 months I will take coaching. The other 6 months I will be preparing. And I will be writing examination. I will be qualifying SPM for the coming June 2027. Don't lag. Every minute competition is rising. So just imagine that this is your last CSIR, first and last. Again you are not going to write. You are going to qualify at this CSIR only. That is what you have to think on the day 1 till the day last. But in the beginning you will be having that zeal. As days progress, what will happen to that zeal? Slowly it drops. Why does it drop? Diversions. There will be some diversions. So anyway, we will be now and then we will be warning you, time is coming, prepare, prepare. But how many ever times we say there will be always some diversions. You have to be very strong from your point of view. That we can't help. We can't become you. So only you are becoming you. We can't become you. So we can only guide you. We can only monitor you. We can only mentor you. But who should be mentored? It's you. So everything is in your hands. Okay? Right. So if you go for a postdoctoral, how much stipend will you get? Then it depends. Some will be getting 1 lakh. After all the expenses, you can save at least 1 lakh minimum. Or there are some postdoctorals where you can save at least 5 lakhs a month. One of my juniors who went to King Abdullah University, Digambar Balaji Rao Shinde Patil, he has a very lengthy name. So he went for a postdoctoral and he used to get 5 lakh stipend after all the expenses. Education, his children education was free, accommodation was free. You have to put more for accommodation. Anyway, accommodation they have given free, education is free. And his wife, she has completed B.Ed and she used to teach for a school. She used to get about 2 lakh. So 5 plus 2, 7 lakhs. 7 lakhs per month. He has completed at least 2.5 years there. And he got a flat in Mumbai. It was a small flat, but expense was very high. I am saying this 10 years ago. So a small 600 SFT flat, he said it was about 80 lakh. I said, why did you put 80 lakh for 600 SFT? 10 years ago, not now. I said, Sheshanna, ye Mumbai hai. They call, every junior calls us Anna. And if it is you, Akka. Anna and Akka in ISCT. So, ye Mumbai hai. Now you can imagine, 7 lakh he used to earn a month. So that itself, 2.5 years, how much he might have earned. And in Maharashtra, there are plenty of colleges where openly, if you can pay about 30 lakhs, they'll offer you assistant professor. Openly, it is open. It is not like put your hand below, nothing. Openly, they'll say 30 lakhs. That will go to management. And you will be regularized also. You will be regularized. So 30 lakh, 40 lakh, it will be there. And you can become assistant professor. You will be getting the scale also. Same assistant professor scale. Whatever UGC scale is giving, almost the same scale, you will be getting it. So that also you can do. Okay. So that is for the advantage of postdoctoral. And after postdoctoral, what are the advantages? Okay. 5 years I have completed my PhD. If your luck is good, in 3 years also you can complete. Minimum is 3 years, because once you join for a research, if you can complete your research in 3 years, there are plenty of universities. Once you register in a university, within 3 years you can submit. So if you are able to do your research in 3 years, you can submit your thesis. You can go for a postdoctoral. You need not wait for your final degree also. Just submit your thesis. It might take 3 months to 1 year depending on the university for the award. Go for a postdoctoral. Many will offer. Just ISCT or the research CSR research institutes will give you a certificate. It means he or she has completed the research. But award is to be awaited. So you can go for a postdoctoral, complete it, and then come back. Okay. So by the time you come back, now you are also awarded. You have also done your postdoctoral. After you have come from postdoctoral with some money backup, now you can choose your career. Some of you will go into industrial field. When you go into industrial field, they offer a higher package. Package will not be very low. You can get anywhere starting from 70,000 to over 1 lakh in the beginning. It is present scenario. Some of them are getting even 1.5. That depends on how much good research you have done. So 1.5 in the beginning. Or presently, there are many industries who are offering anywhere between 25 lakh to 50 lakh per annum. That is the package they are offering. So under which guide you have done your research? What is your research topic? Have you done it on anti-cancer drugs, or have you done it on optics? What type of nanomaterial or solids? In which area have you completed your research? Based on that, now the package is anywhere between 25 lakhs to 50 lakhs per annum, along with all emoluments. So sometimes they'll give you a car, vehicle, they'll give you petrol expenses, they'll give you all these things also they will provide you. Okay, so whether you want to join industry field or some of you are interested in the academics, if you have a very good PhD and a postdoctoral, then you apply for university vacancies, positions anywhere in the India. But if your postdoctoral research and publications are good, only then you will be selected. Your top priority should be central universities and IITs. The other priority is local universities, I mean state universities. So to qualify for central universities or for IITs, your research should be very, very strong. They don't see MSc now. Remember, if you say, sir, I got gold medal, you keep it away. What research have you done? How many publications you have got? I got only one publication. He got 20 publications. I might be selected. He may not be selected. Then you may question, he got 20 publications, you got only one. But why you got selected, why he didn't get selected? Then the answer is very simple. Whatever journal to which you are communicating, they have got some impact factor. They call it as IF, impact factor. So how good the journal is? There are some journals with the 25 impact factor also. Nature, Science, there are plenty of good journals. Even one publication in such journal will give you assistant professor. Just one publication. One of my seniors who completed his PhD in the inorganic field, he has got one chemical review in 2007 and 8. That time I am saying. Chemical Reviews was a very high impact fact journal. And after going for an interview in Assam, he was selected as an assistant professor. As an assistant professor because he got a chemical review. Chemical review means it was a very high impact journal. Very high impact. So how much research are you doing is not important now. But what is the quality of your research? That is more important. So whether you are publishing 20 or 5, if it is quality paper, then always it is cherished. And remember one more point. Most of the scholars, when they join, you are not aware that who is getting the first authorship. Because guide will be taking the first authorship in general. Most of you will not be aware of, yeah, I am getting an article. But who is the first author? That is very important. Or who is the star author? That is very important. So you have to check for first author or star author. Because when you go for postdoctoral, they'll ask you how many first author journals do you have? Or how many star author journals do you have? So all this awareness you have to create. And the time is only 6 months. And within these 6 months, your communication skills have to increase. Subject should increase. At the same time, your communication skills have to increase. Because everyone will not get in a local university. Suddenly you may get it at NCL, Pune. That is one of the best institutes, NCL. You go to Pune, you can't speak Hindi properly. Then you have to speak in English for communication. And if you are weak at communication, always you are pushed down. Remember, your communication skills or soft skills have to be stronger. This is one area where a chemistry student has to improve a lot. Not all, but some. Some of you will have good communication skills, but most of the chemistry students will not be having good communication skills. So you cannot communicate properly. Just out of communication, you can be placed at a very high position for your postdoctorals. Okay, so industrial field is completed. You want to join with a good postdoctoral, anywhere around 25 to 50 lakh is the package, or you want to go for academics at a higher level, you can become assistant professor depending on your research field again. I'm telling you, depending upon research field, in which research institute are you doing? Because whatever panel that comes, that panel will be having some scientists from NCL or IITs or IICTs and so on. So they will be checking the quality of your papers and then they will be selecting you. So to become an assistant or an associate professor, if you have done good amount of research, maybe 5 years or 10 years, that can be added. you can directly apply for associate, not for assistant. You can directly go for associate. There will be a scale and there will be some guidelines and eligibilities also. Directly you can go for associate. So selection depends upon your research purely. That is also done. Okay. Some of you might be interested for government field, government sector. Then those who are interested for government sector, parallelly with your PhD, prepare well for the government exams also. That is the best thing that you can do. Parallelly, every day you have to take 1 or 2 hours, prepare general studies. Along with the general studies, subject is also very, very important. So subject also, every day you try to have touch. And any government exam that comes, you immediately apply for it and you can enter. But there is no guarantee for government job. When it is going to come, then you have to wait for the elections. Yeah, elections will be coming in so and so year, then notifications may come. So there is no guarantee for that. And what is the other field that you have? Then teaching for JEE or +2 students. Teaching for JEE students or NEET students. That is also another opportunity that you have once you take coaching. You can attend those interviews, Akash or what do you call Vedantu or some other Chaitanya, Narayana, any other organization. You go for interviews, you will be selected, and minimum package they are going to offer is about 50 to 60,000 per month in the beginning. Okay, and within 4 to 5 years, the package will be increased. You can parallelly go for some tuitions also. So anywhere you can earn about 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs in 3 to 4 years. This is another option. So these many options you have. But for all these options, what is the platform? These 6 months, the CSR or preparation for CSR. You prepare for CSR, you go for JEE coaching. You prepare for CSR, go for JRF, go for postdoctoral, go for different fellowships. And women fellowships are there, women scientist positions. Additionally, they have given. Addition to regular men, there are additional positions for you, additional postdoctorals for you. So all these things you have to bring awareness. Okay. Along with that, always keep in mind, it is not MCQs, it is MSQs. MSQs that should haunt you. Suppose there is a rabbit, how to make that rabbit run or how to make another animal run, then they will put a carrot before. So it wants to take that carrot, for that it will be running continuously. Now what should be the driving force for you? MSQs should be the driving force for you. Why should you join a coaching or the preparation strategy? Means MSQs. That is the main concern area. Okay. But anyway, coming to the syllabus, have you seen term symbols? Term symbols is a small topic. Hardly it will take about 4 to 5 hours. Term symbols. But in one of the CSR exams, 12 marks have come from this topic. 1 to 12 marks. You take last 15 years of CSR question papers before you check for yourself. So 12 marks have come just from this unit, term symbols. Hardly 4 to 5 hours, not more than that. So that itself can fetch you 12 marks. Okay. So don't think that it is a very small topic, leave it. Electronic spectra, 8 marks or sometimes 12 marks will come from the electronic spectra. Same, UV visible spectra, electronic spectra. ESR, hardly 6 marks can come because ESR is a small topic. 1 in part B, 1 in part C, so hardly 6 marks can come. But there are some CSR papers where they did not ask any question from ESR as well as MOS bar. But if you go through some other question papers, in some other question papers, combined ESR and MOS bar, 12 marks have also come. 2 small units, but it can fetch you a maximum of 12 marks. NMR, all these things sir will teach you. Thermodynamics, electrochemistry, chemical kinetics. Yeah, S&P blocks, periodic trends. These are from inorganic point of view. HSAB principle. All this is your organic part. D and F block elements, coordination chemistry, all theories included. Only coordination chemistry related, again term symbols they have given. Term symbol selection rules, Orgel diagrams, Tanabe-Sugano diagrams, spectrochemical series. Nephloxtic effect and Raka parameters, charge transfer spectra. So all this is related to inorganic chemistry. This is a new part added. Previously nowhere you used to find ruthenium bipi complexes, but now they have added ruthenium bipi complexes. It means we have to study these complexes also. This is a new topic. All the remaining things you just compare after. This will be available in the internet also. It is almost same. Syllabus is almost same, but pattern is little bit varied. Only pattern is being varied. Bioinorganic chemistry, almost everything they have included. But here they have given oxygen evolution, activations. They have firstly mentioned cytochrome P450 MMOs reductions and so on. So previously they did not mention. They used to mention redox proteins, cytochromes, ferredoxins. But now particularly they have mentioned a few proteins. So definitely you have to concentrate on that. Whatever they have mentioned, iron sulfur clusters, it means ferredoxins, cytochromes and cofactors. Hydrogenase, nitrogenase, zinc containing enzymes. So definitely you have to concentrate on all these things. They have mentioned it separately. Solid state, Bragg's reaction mechanism, inorganic as well as organic reaction mechanism. Within the inorganic you have two different units. One coordination chemistry reaction mechanism, the another one is organometallic reaction mechanism. Heterocyclic chemistry of biological molecules, peptides. Okay. So this is the part that they have given. 95 out of 200, this is little bit of concern. I mean, they have directly copied it from somewhere else. Whatever this they have been given, they have directly copied it from somewhere else. So MSQs they are going to introduce, but what will be the number of marks and all those things they did not mention properly. Okay, clarification will come very soon. Okay, this is from our side. Now I am requesting you to go for some questions. This is only an introductory class. Syllabus discussion in detail, what are the different topics that we are going to teach, that I can teach you, that I can tell you in the next class. But first of all, you should know what is the outside ambience. Once you go out, what are the various opportunities that you will be getting. And one more important thing is finance. You have to mention this finance also along with research. Previously it was like, I want to become research scholar. How much stipend will you get? I'm not at all bothered about stipend. I want to do research. But now the scenario after COVID, everything prices have raised. I want to do my research, but how much are you going to offer? You have to ask, because MBA students or a BBA student, they know what is economy. Chemistry student or a pure physics student, we don't know about economy. So there we are going down. Definitely we have to study about economy, and you have to ask them, you have to demand them, how much are you going to pay me? Then if you are selling yourself, definitely you should have that stuff. I will go to a market, someone is ready to buy me. When are they going to buy me? When I have got some stuff. If I don't have stuff, will they buy me? No. So definitely they'll ask you a question, why should we hire you? In an IT job, the most common question is, why should we hire you? You explain. Now what will you explain as a chemistry student? Why should I hire you? You'll say, I'll work nicely. Then they'll say, even a robot, if I keep, that will also work. What is the advantage if I hire you? Then you should have that subject knowledge. If you are taken into R&D as a scientist, you should be in a position to put some strategies. There is a new molecule which has emerged. Then the shortest route you should be able to generate, the shortest route. Now there are some softwares which are even generating the routes. You just put the molecule. This is the molecule that is generating the route also. Yeah, this is the route you follow. So how to break it, how to make it all retrosynthesis, that is also doing. Now what you have to do? Along with chemistry, other skills also you have to gain. Computer skills. Most of us will not have computer skills. So you have to gain computer skills also along with your research. All these things you have to do. Otherwise, we can't sustain. I completed my MSc way back in 2003-05. But later, in the due course of time, I also completed my MSc Psychology. Why? Because I'm in the teaching field. I'll be in the teaching field for the next 20 or 30 years also. So I want to know about the student pulse. If at all there are any issues with them, I have to address it. I have to talk to them. So I completed my master's in psychology also, so that I can understand a student. Out of my enthusiasm, I've completed my postgraduate diploma in yoga. So every time it is like there should be some enthusiasm in us. I want to do something. That should be there. And that driving force should be very high for you. Encourage. So you have more adrenaline run. But how you are putting it properly is in your hands. I'll give you a knife. I've given you a vegetable. So will you cut the vegetable with the knife, or will you cut your finger with that knife? It is in your hands. You have to decide. Okay? But anyway, questions from your side. Don't say no questions at all. Everything is clear. Just a few questions so that next organic sir will start and give you some guidelines. Don't say no questions, because so many students are there from different colleges and universities. So I'm expecting a few questions. Okay, ladies first. Come on. Questions from your side. There are only very few institutions in our country which are offering CSIR now. Very few. During COVID time, many have emerged. But for the past 20 to 25 years, there are very few institutions which were offering and which are continuing to offer. And we are one from such institute. Some of them used to go to Delhi, Career Endeavor, all the North students, Career Endeavor or UGC Point. But whoever used to come to South, there was only one institute which was Biogenesis. From Maharashtra or from Kerala, Karnataka, there was no other institute completely in the south side which used to teach out and out for CSIR gate examinations. You do research and you can tell me. You can ask for your senior teachers and ask your seniors also. So we were very few of them. And after COVID, almost every state, research scholars, they have come, started online coaching, online teaching, because there is no direct interaction with the student. So whatever I know directly, I'll teach before the camera. No one will directly question me. So whatever I know, that itself is the world. So many institutions have come. But anyway, we are still continuing to teach. So that experience we always carry forward. And this time the strategies and plans also we have changed. We already discussed, because MSQs are coming. So we should also change from our side. Right? So our strategies are all ready. So we will be going with the new strategies. Till now, it was MCQs, our strategy was different, but now, from now on, our strategy will be different. And even regarding material also, we are getting the full content. Previously, we used to dictate only. Whatever we used to teach, we used to dictate, and every point student used to write. But now you can go for running notes, because material will be coming in the middle of the batch. Material has been started for organic, inorganic and physical. Inorganic, almost material is there, but for physical and organic and some part of inorganic, material will be ready by the middle of the batch. Okay, that is from our side. And I also wanted to tell you, how many of you have gone through YouTube, I don't know, but we generated some offers out of the Silver Jubilee celebrations. We generated some offers also. For those who are not aware, suppose if you are joining individually, you have to pay the full fee. But suppose if you are joining as a group, maybe 5-member group, for offline, instead of 25, you can pay 22. if you are joining as a group of 5 members from the same college and so on. Okay, or if you are joining as a group of 10 members, then it will be like 20,000. But you should be some from the same college and university, some norms. So just go through these norms, take the advantage, bring your friends, and the fee will also be reduced. Okay, this is from our side out of a Silver Jubilee celebration offer. Okay, now still I am waiting for the questions. If you don't ask, I'll continue. If you want me to go, ask some questions so that other organic faculty director sir will come. I don't want this silence, that is what I am saying. You should have some communication skills. I don't want this silence. You should come out into the market. There is not just MBA fellow in the market. There should be an MSc, there should be a PhD student in the market. When you go to some colleges, if you say this fellow is doing like this, then immediately I face this in one of the colleges. Sir, why did you call me fellow? In one of the remote colleges, why did you call me fellow? I said, fellow, that is a normal word. Once you complete your PhD, you are a junior research fellow. Fellow is not a bad word because you don't know about it. So say this fellow is doing like this. He said me fellow. Fellow means you just go through the meaning. Everyone is a junior research fellow once you qualify your CSR. After you will be senior research fellow associate. So skills have to be improved. I am still waiting. I will not go until you ask at least 2 questions from this side and this side. 1 question from this side, 1 question from this side, at least, minimum. You are ready to ask, but you are still waiting. You can go for it. I said if you don't ask, I will not go. You are making me stand. Yeah, even if you ask in Telugu, I can understand. I am local to Hyderabad, I can understand Telugu. हिंदी ऑल्सो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड. हिंदी में भी मैं बात कर सकता हूँ. अगर हिंदी में पूछना है तो हिंदी में भी पूछिए. तमिल एंड कन्नड़ा साप्टिया और that those things I know. Enna Colombo, what is the curry, those things I know, but I can't communicate. Yeah, fast. Okay, I'm keeping the pen also here. This is done. Now from your side, fastly. Sir will be waiting. Yeah, questions from your side. You should be ready. We are at the risk. No, we should come like this. So, how many questions I have to face today? So, with that fear, we have to come. But now, when we are ready, sit and ask. Yeah. Shailaja. Okay. You are from? Okay. Saifabad. Nice. Yeah, we know. I was a Usman University alumni. See, failures are the stepping stones of success, the most common statement. Okay, so failure ayinaru anante maybe I should not interact in Telugu because online lo meeku outer state students kuda unnaru, so I'll be interacting in English, right? So whenever you are under failure, the first thing that you should not be going into is a depression or a disappointment. You should still fight stronger. Okay, once I disqualified, but later I can qualify, second time I can qualify, third time I can qualify. Why did they give so many attempts? Have you ever thought about it? For UPSC or for CSIR, why do they give so many attempts? Because they know that this is one of the toughest examinations and most of the students cannot qualify in the first attempt. Otherwise they could have put only 2 attempts completed. But why did they put so many 28 up till 28 plus 5 depending on the reservations? So these many attempts, why can you do? Maybe some of you are working in an industry. First attempt you may not get, go for second, go for third, go for fourth. But we are most bothered not about ourselves but about our fellows. क्या कर रहे मियाँ? पास हो गए? नहीं हुए? अभी क्या करते फिर? So those questions will pinch us. మీకు పక్క వాళ్ళు ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు, మళ్ళీ మీ పేరెంట్స్కి ఏమని చెప్పాలి, మీ పేరెంట్స్ వాళ్ళ రిలేటివ్స్ వస్తూ ఉంటారు. అయ్యో క్వాలిఫై అవ్వలేదా, మరి ఏం చేస్తారండి? పెళ్లి చేసేయండి లేదా ఇండస్ట్రీలో జాయిన్ చేయండి. సో యూ హ్యావ్ టు కమ్ అవుట్ ఆఫ్ దీస్ థింగ్స్. యూ షుడ్ స్ట్రాంగ్లీ సే, యా వన్స్ ఐ డిడ్ నాట్ క్వాలిఫై బట్ దెర్ ఈజ్ ఆల్వేస్ ఎ సెకండ్ ఛాన్స్. I will qualify, I will come out better. I am always a better version of myself. I will make a better version of myself. I will not compare myself with anyone else. Don't ever compare yourself with anyone else because you are unique. There is no second person who are comparable to you. Only comparison is like, yeah, if they are studying well, I can also study well. But don't compare that, okay, he or she got, therefore I should also get. You have your own limitations. Of those limitations you are growing. Maybe some of you are doing job and then you have to qualify your CSR. The other person, right from the morning till evening, they have time for preparation. So you have to put own strategies. And there are few things where you have to be selfish. Selfish in the sense, you have your own strategy at home. Your friend will ask, అరే ఎట్లా చదువుతున్నావు నువ్వు అని అంటే, డైలీ నేను 12 hours చదువుతున్నా. బట్ యాక్చువల్లీ యూ డోంట్ రీడ్ ఫర్ 12 hours. యు ఆర్ ప్రిపేరింగ్ ఓన్లీ ఫర్ 8 hours. బట్ ఏంటంటే వాళ్ళకు ఒక భయాన్ని క్రియేట్ చేస్తూ, ఐఎమ్ స్టడింగ్ ఫర్ 12 hours a day. సో ఆల్ దీస్ థింగ్స్ దట్ విల్ క్రియేట్ సమ్ ప్యానిక్ ఇన్ దెమ్. దెన్ యు ఆర్ హ్యాపీ, ఐ క్రియేటెడ్ ప్యానిక్ ఇన్ దెమ్. సో నౌ దే ఆర్ డిస్టర్బ్డ్. సో అలాంటి స్ట్రాటజీస్ కూడా పాటించాల్సిన టైం ఇది. అంటే దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ ఎ గుడ్ స్ట్రాటజీ. బట్ if I want to win a war, everything is fair in love and war. Everything is fair. So if you are taking this as a war or love for CSR, everything is fair. The point is you have to qualify. That's it. So first time you disqualified, don't bother. You want to generate some economy, go for home tuitions. In Hyderabad there are plenty of home tuitions who can offer anywhere about 700 to 1000 per hour. So at least you go for 3 hours. 3 hours a week. Then that can generate at least 3000 per week. So 12,000. That itself is enough for you. You can stay in a hostel. You can give some assurance to your parents. You can say, yeah, I can stay in the hostel. I can take care of myself. I am generating some economy for myself. You don't bother about me. Just give me 1 more year. I'll prove what I am. So that is what you can convince them. Okay, that is how you should come out. And especially for you people who have almost completed your masters or who are preparing for JAM or for all those things, you have got enough maturity. For intermediate level, maturity levels are very low. I also worked as a principal for one of the intermediate colleges. So there every day I used to interact with many students. Their confidence levels will be so low. In one exam, if they get say about 250 or 280, in IIT they will be putting exams for 300 in the regular weekly examinations. So in in an advanced exam, advanced and mains exam, one girl got about 230 or so. In the next exam suddenly she dropped to 150. Now you should see her panic. Just panic. And there was another student, in the first exam he got less marks. very less marks. And there was one classroom which was not grilled, but there was a open what do you call window. Then he was climbing the window, he was about to jump. The other students have seen and they have dragged him. Then immediately they brought to him, I called their parents, then we had a counseling. Ultimately what I came to know is he is not interested in MPC. He wanted to go for field of economics. So in the next week they took him off. But you are not like that. You have completely decided yourself, you have completed your graduation, now your post-graduation is being completing. So now you have good awareness. Even if you go down, then always you have to push yourself up. That itself will do. Okay, any other question from this side? Definitely one question from this side, because when they have asked, competition should be there, gender competition. That should be always a healthy competition. That should always be a healthy competition. If they have done, why should why I can't do? Yeah, we can. We can. You can score 150 marks from the topics that we teach. That is our 100% assurance. Every time we say this. Openly we are saying this. This will be going into videos also. It will be there in the app also. That is what I'm saying. In the beginning, whatever we teach, you have to understand it properly. Because at CSR level, suppose if I say about hydrogen or something else, just say XYZ I've told. Minimum 3 different things the question paper is set. Knowledge based questions, understanding based questions, application based questions. So whatever knowledge that we are providing, you have to understand. And out of your understanding, you have to apply it in the exam. Okay, creativity questions in the exams, that is also another way. There will be a Maslow triangle that will be internally done. It will not be open, but altogether 5 levels will be there. CSR will use 3 to 4 levels. Knowledge based is the least. Knowledge based, what is the atomic number of lithium? That is just knowledge, nothing is required. But understanding based questions will be there. Application based questions will be there. So you have to properly understand the concept, then you have to apply. And if we are doing 50%, you have to also do that 50% of the part. Otherwise, it will not work out. So every time how much ever we are doing, the same amount of efforts you should also put. Then you will definitely qualify. That is from my side. And only from inorganic chemistry, whatever topics that I teach, definitely 50 marks will cross. Only from inorganic chemistry. The related topics, exact same question they don't give, they will change because this is CSR. It depends on your understanding. But this is my assurance that 50 will cross only from inorganic chemistry. So the remaining 70 or 80, get it from organic and physical. So strongly I'm saying. Okay, and any other questions? I think I should leave. Sir will come now. Don't take any break, sir will continue. Okay, and today it will be like 7. In the beginning days, just for few days, it will be 5 to 7. And once the strength has gathered, then the timings will increase. Sometimes the timings could be starting from 4 also. If at all there are holidays and Sundays, so the timings will increase. Okay, this time the strategy will be totally different. One day we will share with you. Not now, but once the second batch begins, then we will be sharing all the strategies for this batch, because changes have come in the pattern of the exam. Syllabus, a very minor change has been changed. I mean minor changes have been come. So all the strategies we are directly going to discuss with you, and both of us together have to work, okay, for your success and also for our success. We should also succeed. We should continue for another 25 years. That is our silver jubilee. We are not satisfied. Then we have to go for, and if we still live, for platinum also we should live. One of my professors, Professor P.N. Sharma sir, he retired in the year 2004. He is still teaching now. Very recently, few years ago, he has written a book on pericyclic reactions in Telugu medium. In Telugu medium, he has released a book. till this point he is teaching. That is his interest. You can understand, he is very old, but still he is teaching organic chemistry faculty, and one of my favorites. He is one of my favorites. From him I learned, whenever I write any organic reaction in MSc, he used to write with 3 different chalks. He used to maintain 3 different chalks, dustless. In 2003 everyone used to write with normal chalks. He used to bring dustless chalk. 3 different chalks he used to maintain. Then I started writing reactant and product in blue color, arrows black color, reagents pink color. Now your organic chemistry book is so colorful, so just by opening the book some interest will be created. Yeah, it is colorful, now I can prepare. So there should be motivation, because every time dopamine will be secreted. If there is no dopamine, even I don't want to eat. Every time dopamine has to secrete. So how will you make that to be secreted? Some changes you have to bring every day, every time. It is in your hands. Okay, now I'll give some space to director sir, otherwise it is almost 6:20.